On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock it out, but a way to bring up second down.
On second down, McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. 57 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And the grab by Croft. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Hauschka's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
53, check 53.
Throwing. Prescott. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Check. Shoot. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, tight. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Check 3. Shit.
On 1st down, Singletary. Tackle made by Ole Miss's Marquise Haynes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Strip that ball.
On 2nd and 7, Allen Short throw hauled in by Croft. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
And this will be caught at the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Godot's kick is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Geis with a carry on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. On that play.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 30. Middle. Check. Kill.
Out of the gun, Geis. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 38, Allen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run here with Singletary. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And Thomas has it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Prescott now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 46-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 9, check 9. 46. 154 Lions. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Hop up. Deep, man up, deep. Shift. 26.
Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a toss. This is Geis. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 11. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, D.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike, 53. Here we go. 46, 46. Here I come again. 26.
Prescott now. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd and 4.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Well, here's a first down throw that's complete. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. Had a first down on that last catch as well. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
At the 10-yard line.
Three receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, kill! 47. Mike, push him back.
Prescott from the gun. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
58. 58. Come on. I'm on.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. The tackle made by Levi Wallace. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to
Play fake. Here's Prescott. This is caught. 25 yards that time. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check your hot read.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Allen. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. They'll run with Geis. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He's checking crack.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Allen. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
My game. I got it. Pass 10. Mike 8. Switch up. My game. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch twist.
To throw again. Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Allen's pass. Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
My game. Hey, watch the slant. Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
Bills 10.